Hello, welcome to S-Tuner Car Builds, where today I'm building a Toyota 2000 GT, and I apologise for what you're about to see. Basically, this car doesn't have much in the way of customization, so I decided to get creative, and this is a reminder of why I should never be creative, because it always ends horrifically. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, just removing a bit of trim bits, sort of making it a bit more smooth and streamlined, sort of more like an actual race car. Anyway, put on some sort of... I was looking for some sort of off-roading style wheels. My original plan was to sort of make it a bit like a rally car. Yeah, that was... well, you'll see how it ends. The wheels I put on are called R-Turbo or something like that. Anyway, put on a bull bar, because reasons. I could have gone with a slightly better looking one than that, to be honest. It's a bit big and bulky, to be honest, plus the way the headlights are mean that or the fog lights, means that you can't really mount it properly. You've sort of got to go a bit low. I probably should have just taken off the sort of fog lights or moved them or something. But there we go. Put on exhaust. Then I put on a light bar, which, yeah, I shrink so that the headlights still, when they go up, can still sort of be visible. Put a roll cage in, obviously. Going for a race car build, you need a roll cage. So, just lower it down a bit. Put some sort of window nets, whatever they're called. Again, just because I'm going for that sort of rally car, sort of Paris-Dakar style look. And snorkel, because rally car, why not? Snorkels are needed for rally car. I have a light bar and snorkel. This is basically the ideal rally car. But yeah, put a snorkel on. And mud flaps, yeah, they're also important for a rally car. But yeah, put some mud flaps on. I think they look alright. Copy them and put some on the front as well. Slightly lower down so they fit a bit nicer, and there we go. On the back I mounted jerry can because Paris-Dakar, I suppose. It just sort of looked cool when I was looking for things. The seat that I put into it was sort of sticking out the roof, so yeah, I decided to lower it down a bit. This car's so low that literally any seat I put into it would stick through it. So yeah, I had to lower it, but in the same steering wheel I always put in, Type 8 I think it is, and I don't put a dashboard in this, so I need a sort of steering rack. So yeah, I take one of the blocks, the small block, and paint it like a sort of silvery chrome thing, and yeah, use that as sort of like a steering column. Just sort of something that the steering wheel can be attached to. Just anything will do. So yeah, put that in. Steering wheel goes on it, just sort of trying to actually grab it, but there we go. Yeah, so just a case of rotating it the right way, putting it up against it into a sort of more comfortable and usable position. Put in a gear shifter in it, which sort of floats there because I don't have a dashboard. So yeah, lower that down a bit so that it's actually sort of connected to the floor, which is always good. And there we go. Engine wise, while inline 6, I go with the carburetor intake manifold, and just go with some regular exhaust pipes, some sort of racing style ones where the pipes are being bent and look all fancy and nice and stuff. And yeah, I go with the valve cover type 4, I think it is, something like that. But yeah, it looks sort of the most period correct, I think. And yeah, put on a round air filter, which, as you can see, doesn't really fit in the engine bay. So I decided to get creative, and yeah, I raised it up a bit, just sort of put it there, and yeah, use some pipe work. Usually I sort of avoid pipe. Well, I try to avoid pipes, and that's why I went with a naturally aspirated car again. But yeah, I figured why not. So yeah, here we are. Just moving the pipe onto the carburetor and widen it a bit. Then I just copy it, move the other pipe into the same place and raise it up. And there we go. I decided to put a third one on, which I eventually do get rid of, because as you can see there, it's quite high. Put in like a sort of racing tachometer thing. It looks alright, like sort of a gauge dial display or whatever. It looks kind of cool. As you can see, the transmission sticking through the floor slightly. It's fine. I forget to fix that. I probably should have. But yeah, lower down the air filter slightly so it's in a slightly more sensible position. And then it's just a case of painting the car. Paint the jerry can black, matte black, and the rest of the car's sort of just a glossy white. Engine bay obviously is chrome because that's just sort of how I roll. Valve cover I make black and white, and then for the air filter I just make it bright red. Really, I should have made the actual sort of filter bit like a sort of, I don't know, beige or something rather than chrome, but there we go. And I'll just stick it in a warehouse. So there we go. I apologise for this monstrosity that I built, but there we go. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and until the next video, goodbye.